What's going on, anglers of Azeroth, and welcome to Journeyman Fishing, the Barrens edition. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check out my video on apprenticeship fishing, as this will kind of teach you the tips and tricks you need to be able to fish in the Barrens, as well as where to go to train to become a journeyman fisher. So hopefully you are a journeyman fisher at this point, and your fishing skill is somewhere between 50 and 75. It doesn't need to be, but it definitely will make your life fishing in the Barrens a whole lot easier if you already are. Mine, I believe, is about 88 or 90, somewhere in there. So if you are on the lower end, you may need to use a lure or bobble on your fishing pole to just ensure that you are catching fish each time you cast, because that's how you level, and that's important. So also, the fish you'll be catching is how you'll be making money. And in a upcoming video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to make money from fishing, as you can make a lot of money. So here you can see I am fishing around one of the oasis pools in the Barrens, and when you are fishing around these, you want to really pay attention and look for the pools of deviant fish. So those, you can tell it's just a little circle, and when you hover over, it'll say School of Deviant Fish. These deviant fish can sell for a lot of money, as they're used in a cooking recipe, I believe, that turns you into a ninja or pirate. So for whatever reason, people like to do that, and so they will pay a pretty penny to be able to do that. So in this video, I'm just showing you the route I take around the Barrens to fish. It's basically centered around fishing to make money, and while you're fishing, you happen to level up, so you're killing two birds with one stone. Makes your life a whole lot easier. So now I'm here going, I guess, south of Ratchet along the coast, and here you will find pools of oily blackmouths, which are used by alchemists to make blackmouth oil. You'll also find pools of debris that have tightly sealed trunks, which are great. If you watched my video on Silver Pine and Forest, sorry, this may seem a little redundant, but those trunks can have silver, they can have greens, they can have bolts of wool cloth or linen cloth, they can have light leather, medium leather, they can have mana pots, health pots. Here's one right here. You can also catch rum from these pools to give you a little stamina boost, get you a little drunk. You can also catch strangle kelp. These are really what you want to find when you're fishing, as this is the main way you'll be making money. You know, you can sell pretty much everything on the AH that you find from these trunks. Or if you're a leather worker or a tailor, you get free mats. You know, it's always nice to have mana pots, health pots with you while you're questing or doing dungeons. But anything you don't want, don't need, you know, throw it up on the AH, and you can make a lot of money that way to get that level 40 mount, and even, you know, make money towards your level 60 mount. And I think in this video I find a lot of debris pools, so I'll be showing you exactly how much money I made from this fishing adventure in a future video, so be on the lookout for that. I'll also, in the description below, be showing you which vendors you can go to buy baubles and lures if you do need them while you're here in the Barrens. You can get them from Ratchet, you can get them from the Crossroads, and I believe you can even buy them from Camp Taurajo. That was probably mispronounced, but hey, whatever. So you can fish here all the way up until 125 or 150. At 125, you can learn expert fishing. You do need to be level 20. So I'll be showing you where to go to get that training in my next video. But even once you get to become an expert fisher, you can continue to fish in the Barrens and level up. The great thing about fishing is that no matter what zone you're in, you will be leveling your skill. You do need to realize, however, that the zones dictate what fishing level you need, not necessarily what you're fishing for. So you may be in Hillsbrad with a fishing skill of only 100, and you see an oily blackmouth, and you're like, oh, well, I fished that in the Barrens, I should be able to fish that. That's not however it works. I believe you need a fishing skill of at least 125 to fish in Hillsbrad, so even though you fished oily black mouths in the Barrens, doesn't mean that you can fish them in higher level zones. So, kind of weird, but that's just the way it works. So that's kind of why I suggest at least getting your skill to 125. That way, once you are leveling in other zones, you will be able to catch fish there as well. So, just a little tip to be aware of, because I previously did not know that. So it was kind of a surprise to me. It's kind of weird when I was trying to fish in Tanaris on my priest, and I was already at 225 trying to fish for an oily blackmouth, and half the time it was getting away. So just in case you don't know. Oh, and you can also find recipes for all sorts of professions in the chests as well. So another way to make money. It's great. So another thing to be aware of is if you're fishing for a long time, make sure you have plenty of bag space, as your bags will get filled up really quickly. And while you're fishing, you just want to utilize your time and be as efficient as possible to make the most money. And if you run out of bag space, you're obviously not going to be able to do that. So make sure you have plenty of bag space, because after about an hour or so, your bags will be pretty full from all the fish and chests that you've caught, plus straggle kelp and all that. So you probably will have to make a run to throw stuff on the AH after about an hour or so, depending on how big your bags are. And then also, I always like to have music playing in the background. Just makes it easier. While you are fishing, you can be watching YouTube, watching your favorite Twitch streamer, watching TV. I found the easiest way to do it is just to listen for your bobber to dip in the water. It's a pretty distinct sound. And then you just right click it. So you really don't even have to pay attention. You just have to listen for that sound cue. Makes fishing a whole lot easier, way more bearable, instead of just staring at your screen, hoping that the bobber dips down in the water before 30 seconds is up. Listening for that sound makes your life a whole lot easier. So that's what I would suggest doing. And that's pretty much it. You can just, the rest of the video is just me running around the Barrens. Like I said, this is just the route that I take. Feel free to do whatever you want. I only go around one of the pools of the oases. There's 3 total, so you can definitely do that. And you don't even have to, look for these pools of fish like I do. Like I said, those are the things you want to look out for, as those are what will be making you money. But if you're just out to level your skill, you can just sit by the water and cast until you get to fishing level 125 or 150. So completely up to you. This is just what I found to be the best way if you're in it to make money anyways. If not, that's cool too. Just sit on a dock, have a drink, and cast your line in the water and catch some fish. So look forward to seeing you guys next time. Like I said, I'll be doing a video on expert fishing, as well as a video on the money I've made from fishing, what I sell things for, and that, and the way that I run around zones is centered on making money. So you can do with that information as you will. So have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you guys out in Azeroth. See you next time, anglers.